Fiido D2 quick review after 1000 kilometers. The good stuff. The seat is good, it's nice and soft. The grips are also good. They're not soft, but they don't go into your hands. The phone holder is nice. It produces some noise, but it works. It didn't fail me. The rims are pretty good. The tires, the original ones, are also pretty good for dry and wet, but not so good for ice, obviously. The fenders are pretty good. They do their job pretty well. I left the film on just in case if it will fall apart, as the people were saying, but it didn't. They are good. The pedals are folding. There's a bit of rust because of the salt, but they still work pretty good. The frame blocking is pretty good. It does its job really well. To adjust it, how good it is at locking, you need to rotate this one. This key, hex key is needed. After that, it's pretty good. The chain is still original. The motor is as well. I tightened the chain by moving the wheel along this rail. It's not the best implementation of it. It's like the cheapest, so it works alright. I swapped the suspension. Now it's air suspension. It works much better because I'm fairly light at 60 kilograms, so it was too hard for me, so it was like no suspension at all. This one really helps. It costed me about 40 euros. I also swapped the rear brake for hydraulics. Now it's much better and more reliable. The original ones were noisy. But it still had like average braking, so if you don't care about noise, they would work. I swapped the front ones as well. Now it's a different one and it's still mechanical, but both of the pads are moving towards the disc, so it's a different implementation. They worked good so far, no issue there. The brake disc is original as well. The bad stuff is the light is kind of crappy. It only works if it's very dark. It's very like dim. It's only good to show you, to show others where you are. The cable management was really bad. I changed that as well. I loosened them up and made a huge like cluster of cables. Before it was like all over the place. Some cables were going left and some were going right, which is not optimal in my opinion. As you can see, now they are on their own. They can move if they want, so they should not cause any issues. The steering column I am not a big fan of because it wobbles back and forth. Hopefully you can see that. It's a little bit annoying, and also this lock is not perfect either. In order to increase or decrease the tension between the fork part and the column part, you need to rotate this silver bar here. So you have to choose between how easy you can do this, like to actually open it, and how much wobble you will have in it. You cannot have both. This is the issue with it. And also, if you want to tighten up the bearings, like the fork to the frame, if you think this is the nut that will do that, no, it's not the one. This is the bolt here with Allen key is to attach the steering to the fork, and that's about it. It doesn't do anything else. I will add pictures what you need to do to actually decrease the wobble, the movement between the frame and the fork. There's also no tail light, but this is, I guess, expected. You only have this bit, which is okay for the most part. I like the key, but this guy here is very unreliable, because it goes all over the place. It can show you full till you, like without the load, it can show you full till about 50%, and then like at 20 it will show you like 3 bars, but under load it will show you 1, even on slight load. So I don't know, it's very hard to, you feel it better with your leg and with your butt, just how much effort the motor puts as you twist the throttle. So you can't judge it, like it's nonsense. I'll put the link about the brakes I got. They're pretty good, I like them. They have the sensor here, so you don't need to do anything, you just connect the cable and you're good to go. I had to order the cable separately though, so it is what it is. The other one for the front brake is original, still works. I just changed the brake itself. This guy, it's failed, but it's I guess it's a non-issue. It's somewhat easy to fix, but still, it tends to fail quite a lot. So nothing really broke this far. It's only like it wobbles, it feels cheap, it makes noise, but apart from that, nothing really broke. In that sense, it's alright. But right now, I would suggest you guys to buy Himo Z16, which looks pretty much identical, but I can point a few things there that some parts just look better just from the pictures. They are a different thing completely, like how it should be. Like for example, the steering, it doesn't go like pipe inside of pipe, how this one goes. It kind of goes around. There's like two bolts here to hold it together, and I think this one is really better, because if you happen to break your fork, it will be much easier to swap it, because this is more traditional ways. Also, the bad part about this bike is the battery cannot be easily swapped. And what I mean by this is here you can see there's some bolts, and this is where the battery is, so it's not easy to take it out. You need to unbolt it, and then it's actually glued. Some of the cables are glued together, so it's not easy to take it out. And so you only can charge it at home or like in a garage, whatever the place you have. You cannot just store it in some kind of underground thing without the power. Come on, camera. So this is where the charge port is. It has a small rubber cover, so it stops the water from going in, but as you can see, it's not really the best place to charge. It's underneath where the cables are and all the dirt is, but there wasn't too much dirt, but still it would be better if it was like here or like here, I don't know, like anywhere really. This is the part which is better on Himo as well. Also, the Himo has front and back lights that will go to the back battery, so you don't need to like separate batteries or anything. Also, the good part of it is the standard suspension there has a coil over, and you can adjust the payload with the cock there. So here, the original one, you cannot do anything about it. It is what it is. This is the original one. As you can see, it wants to be air suspension, but it's actually not. It has the valve to pump it up, but it's fake one. It doesn't do anything. It won't do a tiny bit of sense. It's just there. It's pointless. So I had to swap it for something that could make sense. So yeah, I bought it for a fairly cheap price, and right now the price is more by about 100, and the difference between Fiido and Himo is about 50 euros. But the Himo is just it's just better. It has like everything you would ever want. It also has the controller, so you can actually see your speed and your like odometer, which I would always wanted to have. But yeah, here you have only those bars that doesn't do anything. It's just pointless. And yeah, this is a bit misleading because this is looks like motorcycle left and right turn signals, but it's rather not. And also the pedal assist here is it's pointless as well, because it goes up to 15 kilometers or so, and it goes like all the way. So if you pedal a tiny bit, it will go like full power right away, and then after it goes to 15, it will just stop doing so. So the problem with that, if you want to maneuver on busy streets, it will be annoying as hell, because like you want to go like at 5 kilometers an hour, then like at 10, then it's 5 again, then it's 15, and so on. And with this, you just cannot. It goes all the way or just no way. I really like that it had like a throttle. So if I want to just a little bit of assistance, I can go with a little bit. If I want a lot of, I will go this way as well. And if I want to pedal my way, yep, it's easy. If I want to help all the support, I want to go uphill, yep. So it's just, I love it so much more than the pedal assist. Pedal assist is junk on this bike. But yeah, I think this is about it. I also have a plan to build my own electric bike, which will be a folding full suspension bike with 20-inch wheels, but built on top of 26-inch wheels frame. And it also will be able to fold, and it will have a 1 kilowatt battery. This one has about 280 watt hours, and actually, yeah, I almost forgot, the range is, if you pedal along the way, it will be about 35. It was about 30 to 35. I guess the fare would be 25 for most people. And in winter it decreased by half pretty much. And right now at about 0 degrees Celsius, it is about 12-ish kilometers. And this is while pedaling, so I don't know what it is. Is it cold or just the battery is dying already? I don't know. But yeah, I cannot really go far right now. And also one thing to note is the bike is pretty hard to pedal without the power. I don't know. I think it's the gearing. Just it's like in a car in a manual. If your car has only the fourth gear, and that's it. So it's very hard to start, it's very hard to maintain low speed. Like the cadence is just too low to maintain speed. So the only way I would say go for Fiido, if you go for the one that has multiple speeds here. This way you will not be that much annoyed by low battery, because you can just pedal your way home. That's why I like electric bicycles more than scooters, because lack of battery is not really a big deal. As long as you have chain, it shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, I think this is about it. Overall, if it's really cheap, I would say yeah, the bike is pretty good. If you want to introduce yourself to electric bicycles, it's not that bad. It's pretty good. If you want a decent one and a good looking, I would suggest you to go for Himo, because it also have a better cable management. It's not like this nonsense. The cable goes into frame. It's very good. Like the Himo one, I think, is far better than Fiido for the price. It just makes so much more sense. Also, it might be useful for some to know how to fold this bike with ease. Maybe it's obvious, maybe it's not. So I wanted to show. So you arrive into your apartment or some other place. First thing you want to do is to press this a little bit, so this can be lifted up with ease, and you unlock it. Then you move your bike forward. You grab by the seat and move the rear wheel where you want your bike to be. You make sure the pedals, the one on the right, are looking down, maybe at a slight angle like this, so it won't hit the floor. Then you grab the handlebars and move yourself to the left side of the bike. You can help with your knee. Oh man, it's hard with one hand. But yeah, it just goes around the hinge, and here you have it. It's where you want it to be with one hand. Also, this is how it looks while it's folded. It doesn't use much space. To be honest, it's very good in that sense. This is why my new bike will also have small wheels, because I find it really good. You can throw it into apartment in a corner like this. You can throw it into your car or elevator. Really good in the sense. It fits right into elevator, no problem. But yeah, I will build my own bike. Let's see how it goes. Right now I am awaiting frame to arrive from China. It hasn't even started to move from China, and it's been what, 2 weeks now. So I have my hopes. It was really hard to find the frame, but yeah, I have a B plan, but let's see how it goes. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I can share my project with you rather sooner than later. Have a good day.